Welcome back to Movies That Matter, the podcast where entertainment is subjective, and that's not a bad thing. I'm your host, Chris Flaherty, and thank you for joining us from the podcast studio at Burlington Cable Access Television. This being our 50th episode, it seems only fitting to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the original summer blockbuster Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg, released on June 20th, 1975, based on the novel by Peter Benchley, with a screenplay by Benchley and Carl Gottlieb, and the film stars Roy Schneider, Richard Dreyfuss, Robert Shaw, and my guest today, Jeffrey Voorhees, Martha's Vineyard native and actor, famously known for playing Alex Kintner, the young boy attacked by the shark in the film. Jeff, welcome to the show.
How you doing? I was just off island down in Connecticut signing some photos, and I'm back here on Martha's Vineyard, Amity Island, where I was eating 50 years ago.
Nice. I'm sure you've had a very busy and very fun year celebrating the 50th.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun. I've seen Richard a few times. I'll be with Richard, Jeff Kramer, the deputy.
Nice.
And they even got the little guy, Searle.
Oh, really?
Wow. He's going to head up to Niagara Falls in a couple weeks.
That's very cool.
The Canadian side, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So I always like to start out, and this question immediately gets silly the more popular the film is, but in your own words, could you tell us what Jaws is about?
Well, it's a lot different than the book. If you read the book before, they changed it around. So Spielberg, they rewrote that whole book because the book has everything to do with the mafia, and Richard Dreyfuss is going to have an affair with Brody's wife, and they changed it around a lot. So they had to make it more like a movie, and it was interesting because back in the 70s, horror movies, you had King Kong, Godzilla. And this one, they're going to have a shark. And that shark's going to attack some nice young lady, Susan, Chrissy. She passed away, unfortunately. But then I got eaten by a shark, and the shark was broken. So they planned it out pretty well. It all worked out. A horror movie like my scene, they weren't going to. At first, they had a little mannequin the size of me that was comes up and bites, and the head spinning up in the air. And they go, "No, we can't use that. That's too gory." And they changed the whole plans.
Wow. What was it like filming that scene?
Well, it was funny because at first, we just moved to the island. They're making a movie. They need a lot of extras. They'll pay you $40 a day. We all signed up. I didn't even know the movie. I got a call back from Spielberg. He was only 27. I had to go down and read some lines. He goes, "Okay, fill out the paperwork." I go, "To be an extra?" He goes, "No, this is a joint SAG, Screen Actors Guild."
Wow.
He goes, you need to be in the union for a speaking part, but you'll get 100 for it. I still didn't know the movie, and then I didn't even know I was going to die in it. But they were filming that here on Martha's Vineyard. It's cold in the spring, and they were trying to get it done in 2 months, or 2.5 months. And they started filming in May, and that water's cold in May. And at first, I wasn't even going to have to go in the water. All my friends, Spielberg tells them, run in with, and Spielberg tells me, take the raft, get down in the water, you're done. You don't have to go in the water. And all my friends, he tells them, go in the water and get on your knees. It's so shallow. They had to get on their knees, and that water is cold. And Spielberg tells me, beg to go in the water. And Lee Fierro, my mother in the movie, she was a sweetie. She says my fingers are pruned, and she lets me go back in, unfortunately. At first, I wasn't going to have to go in the water. And then they did the mechanical shark biting this mannequin, the head spinning up in the air. And they go, this is too gory. People will leave the movie. And he goes, change your plans. You're going to have to swim out on the raft. Now I'm going to have to go in the water. And then like 20 yards out, there's this big barrel size. It's like a barrel. You can just see it. It's like right at the top of the water. There's a wheel behind it. And you could just see like the top of a wheel a little bit. Right below the water, that wheel has a fin on each side. And then Spielberg goes, swim out to that barrel, then we'll say cut.
Okay.
And so I swim out, freezing cold, and they had a raft that was cut in half, and they put it over this barrel. The front half still blown up. The back half was empty, and they put it over this barrel of blood. And he goes, now you're going to lie on top of it. We're going to start filming. And when it explodes, go into water and stand there as long as you can.
Wow.
So you're 12 years old, freezing your little ass off. This thing's going to explode, and lying on this. And the first time we try it, it's like, bam, blood shooting up the nose and your ears, your eyes. freezing your little ass off. And it's like, I swim ashore finally. I go to Spielberg. Are we all set? And he was only 27. He wanted everything perfect. He's like, no, your arm came out of the water a little. We're going to have to do it again.
Oh my God.
And it would take 7 hours for that blood to clear out.
Oh
And
jeez.
so I say, everyone, do whatever you guys want for 5 hours, but everyone come back in 5 hours. We're going to try it again. And back then in the 70s, there's no buses. We got up there early in the day and we're stuck there. So we're all freezing cold.
Oh my God.
Down near the road, you had Universal trucks and they have these little rooms. And he goes, we're freezing cold. And someone comes up to me, Jeff, it's too cold out here. You're part of SAG. We got some dressing rooms over here. Let's go inside where it's warm. They give me a little robe to put on, a bottle of water.
Wow.
All my friends, my brother are freezing their ass off, and I'm going inside where it's warm, and I screwed up. So I felt bad the first day. The second day, your leg came out of the water. Day 3, your arm came out of the water. And then I'm like, see you guys later. I'm going where it's warm. Day 4, your leg came out. And then finally, day 5, he goes, change your plans. This time we have 2 guys in wetsuits. And when that explodes, each one's going to grab one of your legs, lift you in and out of the water a few times, and then pull you under and give you air the final one. So it's like when you see in the movie me going up and down.
Yeah, yeah.
That kid, it's not like a shark. He's just gasping for air because you got pulled under once.
Right.
And the third one, it's like you try to get air and they pull you under, and then you go underwater. Gives you air. We come ashore. I'm thinking something got screwed up. And Spielberg goes, no, that's it. Perfect. We're all done. So 5 days it took for me to die.
Wow. That took 5 days. That's incredible.
And that's a mechanical shark. That's just a mannequin that looked just like me.
Wow. And so that was going to come down on Alex.
It came down, bit. The head was spinning up in the air. The arms and legs are going every direction. And they're going, we can't do this. People will leave the movie.
Oh my God. Yeah.
They changed a lot of things. The lady that was my mother, Lee Fierro, she was sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a lot of plays in Broadway. You know how she slaps the sheriff in the face?
Yeah.
That wasn't even part of the script. It was like,
really?
The script, she's supposed to come down when the shark's hanging up. The Kintner boys spill out all over the dock.
Yeah.
And she comes down, and the script, she's supposed to come down and say, you effing knew about. She was supposed to swear a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was reading the script because she got hired, and then she goes back and goes to Spielberg and those guys. All these, I'm not going to swear in this. She said, no, I'm just not going to do it. She dropped the script down, and they're going, she's been perfect so far, all these little parts, but so they changed the whole script. She's going to slap the sheriff, Brody, in the face instead, and that was a big change too. It's like that helped the movie. That me not getting heads flying and everywhere, everything, all these little changes helped the movie out, I think.
Yeah. And when you were growing up, after you finished your scene, what was it like being on Martha's Vineyard while they filmed the rest of the movie?
It's a small island. We had just moved here that year. Mm-hmm. We had been here a couple months, and you get to go watch all these, where they're filming it. It's a small island, so all the scenes in Edgartown, we lived in Edgartown. All the scenes where down in the harbor you have the Chappaquiddick ferry where the shark's hanging up, don't cut it open. Like that thing. It was just fun because the town hall where Quint comes in and scratches on the chalkboard. We lived right up the street from it. So you see him filming it. And the traffic, that little street, it goes the wrong way in the movie. It's a one-way street. In the movie, it goes up. And then now if I go down there later today, all the traffic goes the other way. It's funny. It's just little things like that.
Nice.
And we used to watch them. We used to, because Spielberg felt bad that all these little kids were freezing their little asses off. And he was young, and he goes, you know what? Let's have some baseball games and cookouts. He felt bad for the kids, and we lived just near the school, and he goes, come over, we're gonna have a cookout, a baseball game, and Roy Snyder, Richard Dreyfuss, they're out there with cameramen and stuff playing baseball with a bunch of us little kids, and then they're cooking some food, and then we go, oh, who's that guy? Some guy cooking goes, oh, he's a big actor in this. And we're little kids. We don't know actors' names. And they go, yeah, that's Robert Shaw. He's in the movie. So we go, well, let's go say hi. We're just little kids. And we go running over to him. Before we even get to him, you can smell booze on him already.
Oh, yeah.
And he sounded just like in the movie because we were a bunch of kids. Hey, how's it going? And he's like, get away from me, you little shits. He wanted nothing to do with kids. And he's like, you little brats, get away from me. And we live right in town, and they had new scripts. It's in May. So in May, it's quiet here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're reading the new scripts going up and down Main Street. We knew he didn't like kids, and he called us little shits. It's like, so we like snuck down the alleys. We go, oh, here he comes. And we see him walking down, reading something, and we jump out. Hey, Mr. Shaw, how's it going? And he looks over, and you just run back down the alley. It's like pain. You calling us little shits? We're going to be a pain in your ass. It's like,
Wow.
It's always fun.
He really was like his character. He just
He was.
isolated curmudgeon. Wow.
Because we just moved here. I joined this band, the Eggertown Boys and Girls. I played the drums.
Mm-hmm.
And they hired that band. If you remember the movie, the scene where the kids are going up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was in the band. So it's like, okay. They said, okay, we're going to practice. Go down near the docks. And I'm down there practicing with our little outfits on. I just moved here. I played the drums. And good, I'm going to be in 2 parts of the movie. I was psyched. I was a little kid. And then Spielberg comes over and goes, Jeff, what are you doing over here? I go, I'm in the band. He goes, you can't be in this scene. I go, I'm not dead yet. Why can't I do this? I'm in the band. And he's like, no, you have an important part. A couple, just after this, you're going to get that part that you're going to be in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big thing. You can't do this. I'm going, why not? I'm not. He's like, because people are going to they'll spot you out and go, there's Alex Kintner. He's going to die in the next scene. And he goes, we can't do it. And he kind of like tossed me out. And it's a small island, and he was young. So I would see him all the time. I'd run up, hey, Robert Shaw. I'm getting them all mixed up. Steven, I'm not dead yet. I'm in the band. I just moved here. I got to be in that. You can't kick me out of that. And he's like, no, you can't do it. And like after 3 or 4 times, he finally goes, I give up. He goes, you're not dead yet. Fine. You're in the band. You could be in it. So every 4th of July on websites, people are circling the little kid in the parade. There's Alex Kintner. He's going to die in the next scene. It's like,
I never know. Now I have to I got to rewatch the movie again. I don't think I've ever spotted you in the band. Wow.
Well,
that's awesome.
Well, but the funny part, because we're growing up here, and like when you watch the movie, they were filming that in May. And if you know Cape Cod and the islands, if you go a little further inland in May, it's flowers are out, all the leaves are on the trees. Here, it doesn't happen for another month.
Yeah.
So if you watch the movie, it's like a 4th of July parade. You look up at the trees, half of them don't have leaves on them yet. Or the little things where the beach, the guy swimming, and you see his foot kicking around right before I got eaten. The shark bites the guy's leg and the foot hits the ground.
Yeah.
When it hits the ground, you see his foot with no shoe on, but when that foot hits the ground, there's a sneaker on it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one. And then there's another one they hid for years that we thought were fun. Spielberg didn't tell anyone this one. And back in those days, they would have, you couldn't go in and scratch things off on a computer. And filming took longer than expected, and they didn't notice something. They were in California, and they're putting all the movie together. And someone said, Spielberg, we're going to have to go back and redo this scene. Where Brody runs across the bridge out the jetty.
Yeah.
And the girl, the painter, she's saying, shark, shark. And when you watch the movie next time, this is another mix-up or mess-up that when Pippet was a black lab that lived on Chappaquiddick. And they would have to hold my scene. If you remember all the kids going in the water, Pippet, he's throwing the stick out right and goes, oh, Pippet, and Pippet's gone. And then all the kids start playing, but they had to hold Pippet back because they didn't want, Pippet's already dead. And he wanted to come down and play with the kids, so they're holding him back. But they didn't recognize it until we're in California. And like next time you watch it, it's like when Brody runs across the bridge, you see a couple people. And the guy was putting the movie together, Spielberg's like, look right there. It's Pippet lying on the bridge when Brody runs by. And he's like, Pippet's already dead. And Spielberg was he's like, this island, he was getting so tired. It took so long. It took like, they were planning 2.5 months. It was like 6 or 7. They already doubled the amount of money. And he goes, we're going to have to go back and refilm this because Pippet's already dead. And Spielberg's like, there's a lot of black labs. There's no proof that's Pippet. Just leave it. And they left it. And that's what I'd be signing the girl Susan, Chrissy. I used to hide from these signings. And finally, when they talked me into doing them, I would do them with her. She was a sweetie. She passed away last year. But anytime she would sign, she writes Susan Beckett, and then I write, and she writes first victim. And then I write my name and write second victim. And the real Jaws nuts would be going, you're not the second victim. What about Pippet?
Right.
This is before I knew the whole Pippet story.
Mm-hmm.
And now someone said that to me now, I'll go, watch the movie again. Pippet didn't die. Pippet's on the bridge there. I was the second victim.
Yeah, because last time I watched it, I'm like, nobody seems to be upset that the shark ate a dog.
And the guy's throwing the stick out. If you're a dog owner,
yeah,
Pippet, and that's it.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, I guess my dog's gone. What was it like seeing your finished scene for the first time on the big screen?
In Eggertown, if you've ever been on the island, in town, there was a movie theater that burnt down a couple of years before we got here. Mm-hmm. So the first time we saw it, they used to show movies above the town hall in Eggertown.
Okay.
And so you go watch any movie up there for years. Mm-hmm. And downstairs on the bottom floor where Quint comes in and scratches the chalkboard, that all looks exactly the same. I mean, I went down and voted a couple months ago, and you walk down that big hallway where they had the little meeting. That's where you vote.
Yeah. And
the chalkboard in there. Mm-hmm. But we're watching the movie upstairs, and he comes in there. It's like, wait a minute, this is filmed right below us. Mm-hmm. Or you point out, there's your friends are like, there I am. It's like, there's your house. You know, it was fun watching it because people were like, cool. Were you afraid to watch it? It's like, oh, no, we used to break in and climb all over the shark. And we knew where they stored the shark. If you know Joe Alves, the guy.
Who is it?
Joe Alves.
Who was that?
He's the one that basically set the whole thing up. He reads the thing. I've done signings with him. And one time I was doing a Q&A with him down in Tampa, because in Tampa they wanted at a Shark Con they have every year. Mm-hmm. That's when I used to hide from the signings, and they finally got me to do some. They would have me and Susan go down. They wanted 2 people eaten by a shark at a Shark Con. And then Joe, I didn't really know him because I never did those signings. And he was at this one because he wrote a book, How the Shark is Broken. Mm-hmm. And we're on stage. He's doing a Q&A with me. And people were saying, we heard the shark broke down a lot. And he was like, yes, it was made for fresh water. And the salt water was crushing it. And it didn't work. I mean, you don't see the shark for like an hour and a half in the movie.
Right.
And Spielberg had to he became, people remembered all this because the shark was broken. You don't see, it doesn't work until August. So he had to come up with different ideas, like those barrels popping up.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, a barrel popping up? And people are scared when you see the movie. It's like, wait a minute, the shark's around. Or the dock that they throw the pot roast out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wait. Just little things like that. Or Chrissy, Susan, she gets dragged back and forth. They have ropes connected to her.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But, what we don't see is what scares us more.
Like Joe Alves, he was like doing the interview. He's like, oh, the shark broke down a lot. And we were little kids. The Eggertown Yacht Club let him store the shark in the warehouse on the left side, the right side.
Okay.
And his name was Bruce. And we used to go down there back in the 70s. There's not alarms and cameras. So we go down there at nighttime. Oh, this window's open. And we used to go in and climb all over the shark at nighttime. And, it was funny because I just got to know Joe because I see him at these things. And I had to do a Q&A. And he was talking how the shark broke down. And then I had the microphone. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to come out and tell the truth. He said how the shark broke down all the time. We were just little kids. And I look over at Joe. I go, I got a feeling, we were little kids. I'm talking to him and people listen. I go, but we used to break in and climb all over that shark at nighttime. Maybe that's why it broke down. And he looked over like he wanted to kill me. And now he's used to me because he was down at the 50th here. Mm-hmm. And I see him a lot now. It's like, and he came in. I go, Joe, you bring the shark? I'm bored. I need something to climb on. He goes, wait for me. He's used to me now.
What was the 50th celebration like down there?
It was crazy. I mean, internet nowadays, it's, people, I'd be standing outside eating a slice of pizza because about to go do a signing and, people driving by and you hear them, they slow down. That's Alex Kintner over there. Mm-hmm. And it's like Alex Kintner in the movie is a 12-year-old kid with does that look anything like me now? How the hell they know?
I see a little bit. Like when I was on your website, I was like, oh yeah, I definitely noticed. Like you still kind of have, yeah.
I always laugh. Yeah, everything came back. The arms, the legs, everything but the head came back. It's like, but no, it's like, so like that, I used to hide from it. And then finally these people came in a restaurant every year. Come on, try it. We'll fly you somewhere. You just sign photos. You make good money. You'll travel. Mm-hmm. And I would hide from it. No, I'm too busy. Go away. And I finally tried. There's like one in New York. Mm-hmm. And you meet up with real actors, and it's like fun. You're there. The Friday the 13th people, I do a lot with those guys. Okay. And Larry, if you know Friday the 13th, you know the killer's name?
Freddie.
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees, excuse me, yeah.
And that's my last name. But people, when I first started meeting these guys, people wearing hockey shirts that said Voorhees on the back. Mm-hmm. And I got the guy Larry, Jason Voorhees in the movie. I got him and Adrian, those guys. You get to know real actors. So that's why it's like, it's fun doing those. I go, look at this. People are wearing shirts with my name on it. And he's like, you idiot. That's my character's name. It's like, so you get to know these guys and you go, they fly all over the world. It's like, I was over in London and a security guy comes up and goes, just give you a heads up. If there's anyone crazy in line, we always warn people. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's like 100 actors at this thing over in Manchester. Mm-hmm. I go, I don't think it's me. It's got to be a real actor. I'm in a movie for a minute. He goes, he said Jeff Voorhees, Alex Kintner. Mm-hmm. And this guy had Jaws tattoos all over his body.
Oh, my God.
And a shark is biting his knee. And there's nothing on the kneecap. He wanted me to sign in the shark's mouth. Mm-hmm. And so I signed his in there. He was so psyched. He was so happy. That's cool. And then at the end, he was the last one in line. I go to the security. I go, isn't that the guy that was here on day one? He goes, yeah, that's him. And he comes up. I go, did you want another photo or something signed? Or what's the deal? He's like, I was so nervous when you signed it. When I got to the tattoo place, it sweated off.
Oh, my God.
When you signed it, it's like, oh, God, I'll re-sign your knee for you. It's funny. And some people wait in line. It's like this. At first, I hid from it, and then you do it. Yeah, you make a few bucks, and then other times, this little girl, she brought a raft. She was so happy. She's crying. It's like, so you get a little high off of that too. You make some people so happy. It's like, oh hell, I'll do it like 3 or 4 a year. It's like, that's so awesome. They fly all over the place. But people would come into a restaurant then and go, oh, is Alex Kintner here? These people from England came in when I first started doing. Oh, he's off island. Oh, we flew all the way from England to meet him. And I told the people I do signing to, like, oh, I feel bad. These people came. They go, do you do cameos? I go, what are those? It's like, oh, if you're not there, I just did 4 of them yesterday. You know what a cameo is?
Yeah, it's like you send a little phone video to someone, just like a little message.
Wish him happy? And I just go down the beach. I run my dogs down there. So, hey, happy birthday from the dead Alex Kintner here on Amity. But you get some odd ones. It was like, what was it? April. I just got back from the Keys. Mm-hmm. It's one, April 14th. It's our son's his big birthday's coming up. He's the biggest Jaws fan on the face of the earth. Mm-hmm. He loves that movie so much. This is a gift he'll never forget. Mention Tim and Carol, the parents' name, and mention your name, Alex Kintner, Jeff Voorhees. He'll never forget this. He's the biggest Jaws fan on the face of the earth. He's going to be one. It's like, he's going to be one?
He's going to be one.
I got a feeling this is for the parents.
Yeah.
But the one last year was a real strange one. It goes, our father was a big Jaws fan, but he died watching the movie on the couch.
Oh, my God.
And you take your regrets. It's like, what the hell? Oh. And I called people in Chicago. I go, what is this? And they're like, hey, you get odd ones. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's like, yeah, I'm running my dog on the beach. It's like, so it's like, I'll give it a shot. You hold your phone up. I'm like, I go, your father and I had a little something in common. He died watching me die. This is the dead Alex Kintner, Jeff Voorhees, here on Amity Island, Martha's Vineyard. Have a Jawsome funeral. And I thought they were going to be pissed. It was like, oh, my God, have a Jawsome funeral. I'm thinking, oh, they're going to be pissed. And also you get 5 stars. Thank you so much. It's like, oh, my God.
Well, it's like, what are you supposed to do when someone's like, hey, this person died. Can you send us a video message? Like, you got to have a little fun with it.
Oh, they loved it. They were like, oh, my God, thank you so much. Oh, God.
And I love that when I saw it on your website that you love running on the beach with your dog on the same beach that you died at. That's crazy.
Yeah, I won't go down there. You know this area. It's like summer, it's a madhouse. I'm a 2 minute drive. The summer would be like a 20-minute drive, and it's still crowded. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm back down running a dog on the beach or doing a cameo. It's summer's over. September's the best time on Amity or Martha's Vineyard. Still
Awesome.
warm, everything's open, but
Very cool.
all that filming and stuff. Never knew you got royalty checks. It's like, the first time it came on TV, you got this check, 20 something thousand. It's like, what the hell is this? I never knew you got checks for it. And my brother lives over in Portugal, and I'll get a text from him. Good news, you just died on TV over here. It's like, meaning you get a little check. I mean, they're not big anymore, but you get some crazy people that, our restaurant, if you get a royalty check, I think I have one right here that looks like a regular paycheck. The top part will say Universal Studios. The bottom half looks like a paycheck. We'll say Universal Studios, episode Jaws, CBS, and it has my name, how much it checks for, the last 4 years Social Security, mass taxes, and you throw that part away. And these people from England were in the restaurant. The lady's like, the waitress like, they got something they want you to sign. It was in a picture frame, and they're from England. I go over thinking it's a picture of me dying. I look at it, Universal Studios, episode Jaws, CBS, my name. It was 1981. The last 4 of my Social Security, something I threw in the trash. And I go, where the hell did you get this?
Oh my God.
And they were like, on eBay.
On eBay.
And she goes, I think we got a good price for it. I go, how much did you pay for something I threw away back in 1981? She goes, we got it for $7,800. It's like, oh man, I don't throw them away anymore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
You got some crazy Jaws people around.
Yeah. Tell me about the restaurant. What's it like when people come into the restaurant?
People from all over the world, they come in. We know Alex Kintner's in here, and just little things like that lady that brought in the bottom half of a Universal check.
Yeah.
The lady Lee Fierro was my mother in the movie, and the off season here, we're open year round.
Right.
I look out in the restaurant, I go, holy shit, there's Lee Fierro, my mother in the movie.
Oh my God.
And
Wow.
he came in with some other lady, and it's like, there's only 2 tables. So I go to the waitress, I have this. Let me take this table. The 2 ladies are reading the menu. I didn't see Lee Fierro didn't see me because she's looking down. She was getting older. And her friend's like, yes, can I order? And she starts pointing at the menu. I go, okay, before we go any further, can I ask you ladies a personal, odd question? Tell me to go away if it's too strange. And her friend's like, what? And all of a sudden Lee heard me, and she looks over at her menu. And she knows me. She goes, yes, of course, what? And she's a sweetie. She's going, she knew it was me. She's like, okay, I'm going to go along with it. I go, okay, it's a little odd, but any chance, do you guys believe in reincarnation? Because I think I died years ago, and you look like my mother in my previous life. And a friend looks at me like, what the hell? And Lee's like, her eyes light up. She was funny. She's like, oh my God, I had a son that died back in the 70s. How did you die? And her friend's looking at her now like, what the hell? And she's like, I go, I was only 12, but it was in the ocean. And she goes, did you drown? And I go, no, I think I was killed. She goes, were you run over by a boat? I go, no, I was only 12, but I think I was killed by an animal. And then she's like, oh my God, any chance? Were you eaten by a shark? A great white by any chance? I go, I was only 12, but I think I was eaten by a shark. And she goes, oh my God, you're my son. And she gets up and hugs me. And so it's just little things like that with Florida's.
Yeah.
And over the years, like Richard, I meet up with him. I'll be with Richard and Kramer and those guys up in Niagara Falls in a couple of weeks. And you used to hide from it. Now you meet up with Richard and you talk with him all over the world. It's like, it's fun.
Yeah.
You used to hide from it. Now you live with it now. Why not?
And is Kramer Martha's Vineyard native too, I think?
Yeah, his family, they kind of had a house down here, and he'll pop down. They rent the house out a little in the summer just because this island got expensive. And none of them ever lived here year round, but they were from the island. And Kramer, Jeff, he'd come down. And they had a house, well, they still do, up in Vineyard Haven. I mean, this island is crazy. It's, I feel bad for some young family. I bought a place like for 100,000 like 30 years ago. If I want to sell it, it's a couple million now. It's like it's an
Right.
expensive island. And that's why Kramer, Jeff, the deputy there, they just rent the house out a couple times just to pay for the insurance and all that stuff. But you meet up with Kramer, and so it's crazy. He looks so young. He's over there signing. He was right next to me at the last signing, and they always get Susan, Richard. Well, Susan passed away, but the last one that the four of us, and they had a shark, and we all stand next to the shark and people get in line and get a picture with us, and they have us sign the photo. And the Friday the 13th people, Adrian and these guys are like, we want to get in that picture with the Jaws people. So all of us are out there getting a photo. It's like, so you meet up with all these people. It's fun.
And is there a celebration every year for Jaws on the island?
No, there was a big one on the 40th. It's like every 5-10 years. What was it? 5 years ago, I got these people got a hold of me and said, we got a big Jaws 45th going on in England. Can we count on you? That's where they're going. There's only 7 people still alive with their name in the credits. This is the 45th anniversary.
Yeah.
They go, we have 5 of the 7. Can we count on you? Will you do it? I said, yeah, I'll do that. Why not? And I already got the airline tickets and all that. And they call a month or two later and go, oh, they canceled it on us. We're really sorry because of COVID. You couldn't leave the country.
Sure, yeah.
So they go, do whatever you want with the airline tickets. We apologize, and maybe we'll get something else going. And these people are crazy. They're like, and the next big one will be the 50th. They're like, you're the youngest one to die in that movie. You might be one of the only ones around. It's like, they're crazy. It's like, and since then, my dear mother, Lee Fierro, my mother in the movie, she got COVID before there was a vaccine out and died in a nursing home because she was a sweetie. And Susan, Chrissy, I would see her all the time, and she was always fun. You sit down. She lived on a little sailboat out in California. And you see her outside, and she passed away on Mother's Day last year. So now it's like, but you still see Richard. It's like, how does this guy still keep doing it? I said, when he's in a good mood, he's fun to be with.
That's great. I've back on the restaurant. Tell me about the Alex Kintner burger.
Oh, that's years ago. Because there've been different owners. At first, I ran it, then part owner, and then but they had this Alex Kintner burger. It's like Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard. It's fish sandwiches, codfish, but it's basically a fish sandwich. But they had like a cut up red peppers and a red sauce that goes on top of a fish sandwich, so it looks bloody.
Okay. Wow.
Alex,
Just like Alex, yeah.
But like this over the years, like someone goes, "Oh, we got your beer," and I was at a signing. I go, "What are you talking about?" And there's like a beer. I'm not sure if you can see that.
Oh my God. Wow.
In the back half, it's talking about how our IPA is. I'm not sure if you can read that, but it's talking about how our IPA is the same color as the ocean. That Alex Kintner, it's a red IPA, and it goes on.
Wow.
It's like, and someone's like, "Oh, they give you get something for that?" I was going to call them and get a hold of them and say, get me up there to sign some of your cans, or I'll come up there and sign PBR cans across the street for 50 cents each. But there's action figure dolls with blood on it. It's like, oh my God.
I know the merchandise is crazy. Wow.
Well, like you said, you saw the website. I mean, I was just down in Connecticut at a signing. I don't know
Oh, the raft.
It's like I'm getting eaten by a shark, and it says the Alex Kintner burger. I mean,
that's incredible.
The guy that said that, the one that did the website, I was in Key West, and he got a hold of me. He's like, "Oh, can I set a website up for you?" I go, "I was thinking about doing that." I go, "How much you charge?" "No, it'd be an honor." And he does websites. He has one of these Jaws groups that says 50,000 of them, and he's really nice, Michael. And he said, "Can I make a raft?" And I go, he did that, but if you go in there, it says bio, and it says everything. When I moved to the vineyard, he goes, I go, "You want some information?" Before he set it up, I go, "You want to know some things about it?" He goes, "No, let me try it." And I look at it, it's like he knew exactly when I moved to the island. Everything I've done since is like, oh my God, that's crazy.
Wow. That's incredible. And really sweet that he did that just all on his own because he loved the movie.
And he's really nice because he was setting up the Jaws 50th. He got to know the guy that had made a duplicate of the Orca,
Hmm.
and that was down here on the island. And they brought that up to New London, Connecticut this past weekend, and they got me to go down there and sign it. So Michael's down there, and the guy Mike on the Orca. So it's like, oh, Jaws still lives on. It's 50 years old.
Hmm. What do you think has allowed Jaws to remain so popular after 50 years?
Yeah, it's well, like I've done a few documentaries over the years, the making of Jaws. I did one with Spielberg, and
Hmm.
someone wrote a couple. I'll do a bunch of those, but we're in the process of doing one now. It's like, and I agreed to do this one, and it's when I first got to know these guys, they're like, it's not just Jaws, it's mainly your character and how some 12-year-old kid's in a movie for 1 minute and how he's still popular all over the world. It's like,
Right.
I get cameos. You hear your phone beep at 4 in the morning. You're like, okay, this is someone over in Europe. It's like,
Hmm.
because the time zones.
Sure, yeah.
Or I'll go to Europe and when you're over there, England's crazy. It's like more people wait in line. One guy got 145 photos signed for a
Hmm.
club,
Oh my
and,
God.
and
Wow.
they're 50. It's like, but I never knew it was going to be that, doing some of these signings and then some people that are just so happy. It's like, okay. And then, but like that website, he's like, can I put it together? It's like, I was thinking, but like one of those rafts, I just mailed one down to Australia
Hmm.
last week, one to Japan. Just like
Jeez.
been mailing things all over the world. It's like, hell, it pays to die.
Oh, that's great.
They did Jaws 2 down here, and we all
Yeah.
said, let's go. It's like to make it Jaws 2. They only did a little down here. We all
Hmm.
went down and signed up to be extras,
Hmm.
just like the first one. And they go, okay, everyone come down tomorrow around noon. We'll start getting things put together. And he's going through the names, and he's like, wait a minute, Jeff Voorhees. I go, yeah. He goes, you can't be in this movie. It's like, why not? They're like, you died in the first movie. Come on, I'm older. I look different now. He goes, no, the media ever found out you ruined the movie. Go away. It's like I got kicked out of Jaws too. So like they were doing the Jaws 50th, and some of the people from Jaws, they had Jaws 2 people here too. There's a bunch of Jaws stuff down here, and
Hmm.
they were getting. There's a picture of Richard, Kramer, me, and then the guy in Jaws 2. He's like, I go, you can't be in this. He goes, I'm in Jaws. I go, you guys wouldn't let me be in Jaws 2 in the movie, so I'm not going to let you be in the photo with Richard and Kramer and me. It's like, I'm just joking around. It's like, so it's
Yeah.
all four of us.
That's funny.
But, but like over the years, like, used to hide from it, but like
Hmm.
Obama and Clinton came down to the island every year.
Hmm.
One time, Obama's final year, that's where you see Good Morning America, CNN trucks everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They were bored. They came down every summer for a while.
Hmm.
And one of them came in a restaurant. I go, Jeff, we got your mother, Lee Fierro, doing an interview. Will you do one with her? And Lee was getting really old. And
Hmm.
I said, if she's doing it, I'll definitely do it. And we kind of have to walk down on the beach. They had the thing set up on the beach. And they had to help her down on the beach. And she's talking about, oh, in the movie, when I get back to New York and people I didn't even know would come up and have $50 and say, I'll pay you $50 if you'll slap me in the face. It's in the movie. And she said, so many people asked me to slap him in the face. And she goes, after doing it for 10 years, I finally said I wouldn't do it anymore. And she was sweet. And then I was talking a little finally, and I'm like talking about my death. And I go, you're my mother. I look over at her. I go, you're my mother in the movie. That is. Come on, Mom, you got to slap me in the face one more time. I got to be the last one you slapped. And the guy behind the camera is like shaking his head, yes. And she's like, what? She's a sweet old lady now. It's like, I go, and she goes, I go, come on, Mom, you got to do it. And the guy behind the camera is like shaking his head, yes. And he goes, okay. She gave me a little tap.
Okay.
And I go, no, it's got to be like in the movie. And bam, she got me the second time really good. And my face was numb. It's like,
Oh.
and done. when we got done, I go to the camp. I was talking, they're going, "This is great." I go, "So is that part going to be on there on Good Morning America tomorrow?" They're like, "Oh, we only got 2.5 minutes for the show, and we have over 6 minutes on this thing. They're going to
Uh,
probably cut that part out." It's like all that. My face was numb, and it's not even going to be. They go, "It'll be on the website." It's like it's just funny.
that's awesome. Did you ever run across Clinton and Obama when they were down there?
Oh yeah, well, yeah, this like our there's a big private, oh, like a yacht club and a private club across the street from our restaurant.
Hmm.
And Obama, they'd be up there sometimes, and they close off roads all the time.
Sure.
And like we have a downstairs, a bar, two bars and a restaurant, but you have to go up the back through the kitchen, cross over the roof.
Hmm.
It's a flat roof to get to
Yeah.
the office. And you can look over on the road if you want. And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking they go, oh, here comes a bunch of cars down the street. So everyone's downstairs. I'm up on the roof. So I climb over near the edge of the roof looking over because I'm thinking, maybe it's Obama or something. All of a sudden, bam, some guy's pinning my head to the roof.
Oh,
He's got a knee on my back. He's holding my head's pinned to the roof. And he's like, what the hell are you doing up here? It's like, what the hell are you doing up here? They go, the president's coming. He was the CIA.
wow.
And he's like, and the Secret Service is up there because they knew he was coming down. I'm going, this is the office. I'm crossing over to get to our goddamn, and he lets me up a little. He goes, president's coming. You got to get the hell off the roof over here. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, oh. So everyone's like, oh, it was great. No, they closed off roads. He'd be playing golf in Oak Bluffs. He had to go all the way. Well, we have people order to-go food. And they call, we ordered food, but we can't get in that front door because they closed the street. And then all of a sudden, I go in the back alley where you'll see a big dumpster. I'll meet you out there with your food. It's like,
So covert. Wow. What do you think was more harrowing, getting pinned by the CIA or getting pulled up and down in the water by those scuba divers?
that was so cool doing that. It's like, but the CIA, that was pretty deadly. You just pinned to the roof it's like, but Jaws, it's just something for years, hid from it. And then finally it's like, hell, started doing signings. You have fun time. You make some people so happy doing it. It's like, and you fly all over the world. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's just funny little things like, I was in England. They go, oh, we got to take you. You have to do a Q&A tomorrow morning. This is last November or something. It's like, and then we're going to take you to the AA room. And it's like, okay, I have to do a Q&A. People ask questions. I'm going, what the hell's the AA room? And it's like, the next day they go, okay, we're going to do the Q&A. And then I go, okay, I had a couple beers last night. I'm from the U.S. And I didn't have that many beers. I just had a few. They're like, I go, what the hell's I know it's not what I'm thinking. It's autograph something. If somebody wants more than 40 photos,
Okay.
they take you. And
That was
this
like
one guy,
the assembly line. Yeah.
and this one guy wanted he had 100. Richard was supposed to be at this one, but he was a no-show. And he had Lego sets, Jaws Lego sets, Odo. He had like 145 items he wanted signed. And he goes, Richard didn't show up again because Richard missed a couple last year. He goes, I was going to have Richard sign 80 of them and have you do the rest, but Richard didn't show up. You're the only other Jaws person here. Just sign all of them. So I had to sign 145 items. It's like some he had all read it to Susan from Alex Kintner. Your fingers are pruned. It's me and Lee Fierro. Another one in a black pen, swim. Oh, it's some other names. Swim Steven, swim, black pen. And then most of them, he's like, just write your name and write Alex Kintner underneath it. Because some he already sold. It's like, you get 50 pounds each for each one. So it's like, oh, I'll sign all of them. I don't care.
Do you ever rewatch the movie? Like, do you ever get in the mood to rewatch Jaws?
Well, I get eaten early. I was just down in New London and they were showing it. So I was signing photos before the movie. And then they all come on up after him. Bring in a drink. You could sit down, watch the movie. It's like, because people always say, oh, how many times? You have some of these Jaws people, like I did a cameo. Oh, he's doing his club, the Jaws Club. He's watched the Jaws, something August Jaws And he's like, watch it every day of August.
Oh my God.
So all these people are like, I've seen you die. It's like, you watched me die over 100 times. And people are always like, how many times have you seen the movie? It's like, if it's on TV, I usually watch myself get eaten. And, I've seen it. I don't think I've seen the movie, the whole thing from the beginning to the end, more than like 2 or 3 times.
Okay. Do you have a favorite scene other than yours?
Like parade scenes or like that shark hanging up. Don't cut it open. It just brings back, because people like, and they go, we'll get a shark here on the island. And that time of the year, they haven't made it this far. So he brought that all the way up from Florida. It was hanging up down near the docks for like weeks on end. And it stunk so bad. The wind, one day it's coming from the northeast, and you can smell it up at the school even. And all the locals were getting so pissed. It stunk so bad. So local fishermen then, they knew where Spielberg was renting a house on Southwater, and they have a place way out of town to dump, scallop shells and carcasses, just far away because it stinks. And they were so mad that it stunk so bad, that shark hanging up. They knew where he was staying. They had all these codfish guts and went over to his house one night and dumped all the carcasses all over his front yard.
Oh my God!
It's like, oh, was everyone happy? It's like, no, he pissed off a lot of people because. The one day the parade's all going one way, it's the opposite way. So I always thought it was funny because when you watch the movie, it's like, oh, the traffic's going the wrong way, or you go around the corner where Brody's house was, welcome to Amity, and that's all the way on the other end of the island. It's all, but
that's crazy. And just to wrap up, I know you got to go. Why does Jaws matter to you after all these years? As a young boy, you were part of such a big movie moment that is still so remembered 50 years later.
Yeah, something, as I said, I used to hide from it for years. I just didn't want to deal with it. I'm in the business. I'm workaholic in the summer. Cape Cod Islands, you work your ass off July and August. So I didn't have time for it, so I would hide from it. And then and some people they come in, they travel from all over the world just to say hello. It's like, and one girl I'm doing Richard Dreyfuss, people were waiting 4 hours at this one. And this family, it wasn't a family, it's 4 older people, and this one like 12-year-old girl is crying. And I go, what's the matter? They go, she doesn't want to meet you. They drove, I think it was in Kentucky, they drove all the way from Ohio. And they go, we drove for 5 hours. She doesn't want to meet Richard. That one scene of you in the movie, she just wanted to meet you, and she had a raft for me to sign. And it's like, oh, hell. It's like you make some people so happy. It's like I get a high off of that. So at first, I used to hide from it. And then eventually it's like, okay, you make some people cameos or something. My phone just beeped. I have like 2 more cameos to do. But, just little things. Yeah, you make $1 or 2 on it, but you also make some people so happy. And I kind of stopped working a couple of years ago where I kind of said, I'm not doing these signings. Now it's nice. They fly all over the world a couple of times a year. I'll be in Niagara Falls in a couple of weeks with Richard Dreyfuss, Kramer, and the deputy. He's the chief of police in Oak Bluffs now. The kid with the fake fin. He made me do it.
He's the chief of police now?
Yeah, he's a cop in Oak Bluffs.
Oh, my God. Wow.
How do you become a cop when you're breaking the law with fake fins?
I don't know. Big thank you to Jeff for taking time to speak with me, and be sure to check out his website, thedeadalexkintner.com, for news, merch, and more. I myself am very tempted to purchase one of those rafts, and thank you for listening to a jawsome episode of Movies That Matter. Whether you tuned in just now or have been listening since day one, I thank you for your support over these last 50 episodes over these last 4 years. I'd like to thank everyone that has joined me on the pod to talk about movies that matter to them. A big thank you goes to my episode 1 homie and my guest host, Liz Gillespie. If it wasn't for her Senior Capstone, which was a documentary that posed the question, what makes a movie a classic, I probably wouldn't have thought of this podcast. And this podcast began during a very rough time in my life, and it helped give me a reason to smile and a reason to create when I didn't really feel like it. So, Liz, I thank you for that. This podcast is very much a big representation of who I am, and that is just talking about movies with my friends, and I hope you'll continue to listen. After today, I'm going to go on a bit of a hiatus. This time, it's planned, though. For those of you that don't know, I am getting married. Talk about reasons to smile. My fiance has helped me grow and navigate all the ups and downs of life ever since we met. She truly is my other half. But we're going to take a nice, long honeymoon, so expect to see Movies That Matter return probably around Christmas time. But until then, if you'd like to get in touch with me about the show, you can reach me here either at Gmail or Instagram at Movies That Matter Pod. And you can also be my friend on Letterboxd at Chris Loves Films. At this time of recording, I have watched nothing new. Folks, the real world is scary. Don't forget to love each other. And when life gets too scary, immerse yourself in your favorite movie or piece of media. That's what I do. Remember, entertainment is subjective, and that's not a bad thing. Until next time, this is Chris Flaherty. Thank you again for listening to Movies That Matter.